Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to another video. It's more like hey, welcome to the news, I guess. So yeah, happy Thursday, everybody. If you're having a good one, or if you're watching this another time, this is from the patch notes of currently 12/21 December. This is the notes for a few different updates. So on the previous news, they had told us about the new 10 Tuna Kings we were getting, so I was quite excited about it. A few notes for the people that did decide to push through and decide to consume their tuna king. I'm me being one of them. I found out the hard way that if you do consume them the day of before the update goes live, it doesn't give you back, or it doesn't let you use the entire 10 tuna kings that you got after the update. So it's a fun thing to know. I didn't necessarily make a mistake. It was quite point and turn. I needed to do it because I was missing a few stamina for the guild boss event. So I decided to push through it, and I got myself some stuff, and I managed to get myself the final part for for Alexia, no, not Alexia, but Alexia's sister, Iris. So ended up getting her at least one her dupe at least once. That's kind of nice. Ended up getting both of them their first dupe, so that's pretty cool. Um, decided to not make necessarily like a list quite yet, so that may be coming up soon because there's quite a few news that came up. For example, we got a new Shadow Festival, Moonlit Path Rose, so that's a thing we have to look out for. So there's apparently been a few issues, at least for Christmas sports. So if you were somebody that like sent in a ticket, because I believe past what you call it. So I believe in Reddit they somebody was having issues with like getting like their currency correct. I don't know if that was recent or how long had it been, but some people were running into issues with that stuff. So that's one of the particular reasons we're running with support issues, or at least from what I heard, just issues. I may have to look at it again, but that is from my understanding what happened. Good place to go to is the Eminence and Shadow RPG Reddit. They are a great source of information if you're curious about some stuff. That's where I've been getting like some of my info. They seem to be just kind of like people just chatting or whatever, but it's not necessarily like a crazy place. So that's kind of where I've been just looking at just people having issues and stuff. So that is a thing. So things to note. This update. I believe the 10 Tuna Kings and the new possible event is coming up, or not event, but the new game mode. It actually seems to be quite decent, at least from the looks of things. If you're unsure how to unlock this one, because it's going to be unlocked soon, I believe they have said it for. So they're releasing it on the 26th. I don't know if it's going to continue past after that. I know this is one of like the first few events that they're releasing that looks pretty good. I don't know if this is going to be like a weekly event or every once in a while. But there are quite a few nice rewards. They're actually giving away rewards for like tuna kins. I don't know how many quite yet, so it could be like not great to be honest. Because like as somebody that came back, I've been having issues with like getting like the little stamina food things, which I think is fine. It's better for me to just kind of run out of them and just kind of like, okay, so this is how much stamina I get per day or whatever. Realistically, the best thing going on the new update is we also got the. I think this was either yesterday or today, but according to the calendar, actually. I don't know if I can check the calendar here. But I know we have the double item drop, and that's gonna be going on for like at least 6 days, I believe. Give me a second. Okay, so I found it. That took me a second. Yes, but yeah. So we shared a normal. The welcome game drop's it began yesterday, as of Wednesday, I think. So it's gonna go until the 27th. So if you haven't looked out or haven't like realized it, there's a double dropper event. This is only for the normal campaign rewards. So I believe this entails Chronicles as well, but I believe just whatever on the left side of the icon. If you're like doing quests, you can just click in the current campaign button as well. So you can click here, and this will tell you which ones. As it includes Chronicles, I believe. Yeah, double end campaign. You click on it, it'll let you know here. If you go into your things as well, if you go into a character, in equipment, click on this, and let's see. Kind of making the stuff before that. Yeah, if you're going through this, it's better to just go with the highest one. But I should say here, it's easier here. The hard quests do not count for it because they're like previously they had, but this is like because of the previous double event. Don't do these anymore. If you are thinking of doing them, don't. You don't get as many rewards. And from my understanding, it's actually better for you to do these anyway. But the main quests don't actually count for that. So since they don't have like the little item symbol here, they don't actually count for that. These ones do. So just watch out for that. But let's see. So we had that update. We have a new summon selection. We have the Spy of Life Zeta. I believe this is possibly everyone. I haven't checked the list out yet because it's a little difficult to check out what has come out and not. Because like it's not on the character roster. It's kind of like a double-edged blade because it's like you don't see it, doesn't hurt you. But if you like Zeta, she is on the premium banner. It'll cost you normal stuff. If you also buy the Phantasm gems, you can also get it. I personally haven't summoned these banners. They're not necessarily bad for pity, but they are also not quite Shadow Festivals. And now, let's see. I'll give my thoughts on the Shadow Festival in a bit. Because I do believe it's actually kind of really important for the people that are making like decisions on whether to spend their gems or not, or they're just their in-game currency. And I've been playing different gachas. I just got into this one recently, so that's just kind of it's news. But so we got this. We got the new event that begins on the 21st. I think that was the 26th of the. So this one begins on the 26th. You have to unlock part 3.6 to get it. We also got a new player cap. So those that are starting out again to the grind, you probably you're not having more levels. I didn't know what level cap was before. We now have, for at least characters, is 100. We've hit the 3-digit finally. This is for player cap. For players, it's 96. We're almost at 100. I believe every single time we have like a major update or a monthly update, we get at least 4 levels per update. I was originally in when it was like 30 levels in per update, so it was kind of just what it was for that. But yeah, so we have the Shadow Festival, we have the end of year customer support issues that were dealt with. This is for UTC. I don't know if this is still actually this might not be released quite yet. I believe this is released yet. I haven't seen if this is released or not, or this. I've seen this. I know for sure the liver cap is raised. So if you want to like get a little bit over the edge, max this out and get an extra 4 levels in your character. They also released rank 14. I saw as well. So we now have rank 14 as the materials, I believe. I think if you're checking like the premium summons and whatever, we max this out. Yeah, we have 14. I don't know if this was available before, but I know 13 used to be the highest. So now we have double the rank on that, and it's now level 100. That's how I found that out. I wasn't aware of that. I was updating, but yeah, so we now have that. But onto the maybe juicy part. So Shadow Festival Rose, right? She is actually a really decent banner to summon in if you want SS characters. I think the banner itself is not necessarily great. As somebody that just has seen like their fair share of like, and just has heard of the different fair share of Shadow Festival, she's not necessarily like, it's not necessarily like a good banner to summon on. I'd say it's a good banner to get SS ranks so early on. Maybe it could be good. And I'm not sure if any of these are Shadow Festivals is my problem. And I don't think I can tell. I don't think they are, because like I think I would need to tell, but I don't believe they are, because a lot of these are just standard banner pool characters. Yeah. Yeah, so this banner is just for Rose, pretty much. I don't know if they're ever gonna like swap it out or do something about this. But what is it? Yeah. For the if you're just looking for like a better banner to pull than the previous one, it's better than this one. I do believe you're actually able to. No, it's pity's the same. Yeah, no. If you're looking for a higher chance of like general SS characters, this is probably the banner for you if you're starting out from scratch. If you're looking for like a decent, like really decent character, because I think from my understanding it's decent. It's just no, because it'll like cancel shields and resist attack. That is, I don't know how good that is the problem. Because a lot of this information is like hard to tell from just first view. I'd love to do more, but like it's really difficult to tell if it's gonna be good or not. Reading just from this is not great. I think we go on the on this thing, right? Well, I should tell you a little bit more, I think. So you definitely need this, by the way. You need the gear. She raises her own attack. With her rank 2. I don't know how good it is. I don't think. Because I think because I've seen a lot of people get it, which is good for them. Put all this up. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna tell you what not to summon on, because if you like something, summon on it. Because I don't know if you quite need it until like the World Tree, which I have yet to unlock myself. And so yeah, I haven't unlocked this quite yet, so it's hard to tell on this stuff. I'm like a little bit off, but that might require it. It really depends on the character synergy. If you're really in a desperate need of that character for the yellow element, this is not a bad character. By no means necessary, or by no means is it a bad character. Because she recovers party at start of wave, so I think it's every 10 seconds, right? So every 10 seconds she recovers like 500 of your party's SP, which I believe is the gauge. Yeah, so think of like this. There's the skill. So the hidden technique, the pure bride thing, it doesn't. So the first one of these you get, the second one of these you get, it'll actually cancel buff effects, right? It cancels it cancels 2 buff effects on each enemy within the range. So things like 100 meters. I'm not quite sure what this means. Like, I don't know how close you have to be, but it is quite close. I might have to get the link on this quite yet, because I do not understand why it needs to be 100 centimeters. Never understood this part. It's hard to understand, at least from my perspective. At least if it's like, I put it like this. If I put like a ruler instead, if it's like that. But what is it? So we have these ones, right? So the awakened special ability inflicts damage. I think this ability. Okay, so now there it is actually. Okay, never mind. Okay, I haven't done this in a minute. So you erase your own attack by 30 seconds for their shields awake damage by 100%. so when you awaken this, okay, so you do have 30%. So your party overall gets 30% increased damage for everybody in the party. No, so it does include yourself. Okay, so damage raises damage inflicted by all enemies, allies by 30%. A party with 4 or more allies, self-included. I thought it wasn't self-included. No, it is. So, if you're a party with, like, elementals, it'll actually boost your damage. Oh, you know what it is? Is the tiara, the one that doesn't do the self-boost. So, it'll boost your entire party other than yourself, I think is what that one was. Yeah, no, because I saw that one. Yeah, when hidden technique is unleashed, reaches the attack of all allies except self, but by 20% for 60 seconds. Yeah, so this is good for allies. She's more of, weirdly enough, like, she is for support. She is for extra support and, like, really high damage amount. Because I don't, hold on. Because I know she recovers stuff. She increases the gauge after 10 seconds. This is the default one. When she awakens is like 500. Let's check she 30%. No. Because I know she increases the party's gauge, the strongest allies gauge by that much. Okay. Oh. Okay. Damn, she was good. Holy shit. Like I'm trying not to curse. I saw that for a second. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not good. It is what it is, but that necessarily not child friendly. We're playing Gacha. I'll try not to curse, but it is what it is. I've yet to like change my editing style, so it just is. But I just read this. That is really good when it's awakened for self, right? So she does the exact same thing that she does. She also raises her own damage by 20%. So what happens when? Like she's doing the same thing she does. She also has like the SP boost, so she's both Beatrix and so she has like the special ability or hidden ability. Is it ability? I'm still gonna get used to the lingo on this. It also doesn't say here. Awakening. Okay, skill, special ability. Okay, so there's a special ability. Okay. So this is the special ability of both her. It's actually better too, just by default. I know like you can increase this by like level. I have her I think at level 7-ish by default. So that's 8 or so. That's how much it is. She's like really good for self DPS, which is I think good. Because her weapon itself does a lot for her, I think, as well. Hold on, let me check that. Yeah, no, her weapon itself is just as good as the other one. Holy cow. Yeah, no, her weapon itself is better than Rose's thing. At least for just the weapon itself. I think Rose's weapon also does that, but I don't think it's that good for her own DPS, weirdly enough. Yeah, races to have allies except self. So she's better as a side support. As a support. Huh. I think it's because she already has her thing. What's her weapon move? Oh, that's not that good. I mean, I think you're able to raise her special ability like quite a bit with this, because they're both like her specifically. As long as you unlock her second rank. No, it just doesn't feel quite as good though. So, if you have two separate units, so we have for skills, right? It's hard to entirely like say it's bad, right? It's not bad. It's just not quite as. So this is 25. If you had her awaken, it'd be like an extra 20% for your own damage. Should be 45 at that point, but I only have her 25, right? This is the same as 25 because I don't want to do the other math. Sorry, this is taking like this is like such a long video. I'm just very curious on this. Yeah, because it's Moonless Path special ability. So, is that by okay? So it is by default. It is a huge boost when it's like awakened. That is significantly better. Yeah, it goes from 300 to 200, or it's by like an extra 200. So when she's awakened, she is really, really worth that. Holy cow. Yeah, 30%, 40%. So she's better than she's better than what's her name? Iris by default. And she's better than Beatrix almost, like on the beginning. They also have their own benefits, but she has her passive that at least on face value she has a really good special ability, right? 30% is more than Iris's 25%. Iris also has like a really good weapon that increases the damage by like 40% for the entire party, at least for max when it's max. So raises allies by 20%. Assuming it does, let's assume like it's up to the same amount. So 40% plus 30%. So this is 70% for the whole party, except for yourself. Let's assume it's the same amount. So I haven't gotten this yet. So let's assume it's the 40%. I think it might have started at 30% for the other one, but either way. So it says 20% for the imported party for 60 seconds. I don't know how long the buff is. Because is her buff permanent? It is. Oh my god. No, hers is so much better. Holy cow. Is this permanent? The other one lasts 60 seconds. What? So this is okay. So reduces damage received by 30% permanent, and shields damage 100% below 6 for 60 seconds. If party thermals itself. So she has her own shield for 60 seconds. I mean, it lasts pretty much the entire duration. I think the problem is like some matches only last 60 seconds. Does hers begin after 10 seconds or something? Okay, so if it lasts longer than this, it's not as good. It's pretty much whatchamacallit. This is good. Anywhere else that matches last longer than 60 seconds, this is not great. So I don't know how good this would be in PvP. I think, for example, this is if the matches at least go for like a bit, it's not necessarily as good, but you know, it's not bad for PvP contests. Rose is just a good support. is a good dual benefit unit, at least in her special ability. Her skills are pretty much about the same as everybody else. Cancels all shield effects on a single enemy for the inflicts 5 hit damage, so she does that. Versus her own attacks by 30% for the shield damage. Oh my god, what? I did not read this part. She is literally just Beatrix and Iris all in one. What the heck? Okay. Her DPS consistency kind of lowers for this stuff. Raises her own attack skills for 50 seconds. I mean, oh my. That's what it is for that one, but Jesus. Like, nearly double in that one. Yes, she also further shields 150% of skills users. I don't know if this works as a shield. Well, she is literally just a mixed bag of Beatrix and Iris together. Does she do that? Oh. Yeah, so she does the exact same as this. She is a very, very versatile unit. Okay. So she is both a support. She's more of a support. So more of a support than the supports I have are. Yeah. Holy cow. So she's a support. She's a support yellow unit. At least on paper. She doesn't necessarily increase her attack damage as much as she should, I think. She is great as a yellow support though for military things. Not bad. Banner is like what it is with that. If you're looking for something to boost your DPS and for something to like kind of like overall like balance out like your party more, as well as possibly shield because the shield comes in handy. It's not as good as the shield for Beatrix, but it is a shield. So if you're like dying, you're like trying to like save yourself from a little bit of damage, that should probably keep you a little bit on the edge. She's a DPS, so she'll like attack and do her stuff. I think her tiara is probably really important for everybody else in the party though. If you just need her to just by herself as like a little bit of extra support, she's not bad, but her tiara will be like really important, so that is interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all. Kind of like a summary. We got the 10 Tuna Kings, we got the so with 10 Tuna Kings, Black Rose begins, and these new banners that came out. We also got the support and stuff. So yeah, that's all we had. I'm sorry for rambling on so long. I was legitimately seeing that properly for the first time. She's an interesting character. If you want to summon her, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. At the end of the day, I think, pardon for the noise, I just know. If you're going to summon her, go for it. If you like character, I think that's what counts the most. Summon her if you want. I think she's good, characterable. Not necessarily a bad one, she's just like not quite as DPS oriented as I think she should have been. But not a bad character. If you're summoning for higher SS in your first count, I think that's fine. But if you're like to do it more, possibly wait until the last day and see what the banner is. So I mean, if you're gonna do that, hold on to yourself because it's just kind of hard to use your gems on that or your materials, or your phantasm gems. Yeah, they call them phantasm gems, right? I'm just gonna call them gems. Okay. That's kind of hard to use your gems on that. Yeah, probably so. Y'all have a good one. Stay solid. Thanks for watching the news.